From the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
It's hard to imagine making much out of a football season that started 1-5, but the Tigers proved many doubters wrong, riding a 5-game winning streak into the Battle Line Rivalry today after clinching their first bowl game in 3 seasons last week. Mizzou's final regular season game at Arkansas offered even more with an opportunity to seal its first winning season in that same time frame. Mizzou had never won in Fayetteville coming into today, only a few games. Arkansas off to a quick start with 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. David Williams in the red zone nearly falls, but makes it in for a 16-yard touchdown, one of 3 to have on the day. Mizzou trailed 21-7, and the Tigers need some big plays to get back in. Second quarter, Drew Lock with a strong arm gets the deep pass going, 55 yards to Emmanuel Hall. That's Lock's 39th passing touchdown of the year, which ties Chase Daniels' record from 2008. And just like he tied Daniels' record, Lock breaks it in a similar fashion. A deep pass to Emmanuel Hall once again covers more than half the football field. 20 touchdowns, ties an SEC record with Kentucky's Andre Woodson from 2007. With the first half coming to a close, Mizzou trailed by 7, but Lock not only breaks that record, but helps Mizzou even it up. Albert Okuwebunam with the reception. Tigers led 31-28 going into halftime. Fourth quarter, lots of drama in this one. Arkansas reclaimed the lead a few times, but Lock works his magic once again to Jamon Moore, 24 yards in the senior's last regular season game. He puts up the final touchdown of Mizzou's regular season. Drew Lock finishes with 43 there. Arkansas battled back and got a field goal, but with 9 seconds to go, Tucker McCann has an opportunity for Mizzou to take the lead, and he does. Arguably the biggest field goal of his career, albeit 19 yards. One more chance for the Razorbacks on the kickoff. Mizzou completes the comeback with 6 straight wins to close out the regular season. Mizzou takes the Battle Line Rivalry 48-45. Moments after the game, Arkansas fired head coach Brett Bielema. Mizzou basketball took on an undefeated St. John's team in day 2 of the Advocate Invitational in Orlando. This follows a convincing 95-58 Thanksgiving victory over Long Beach State just days after the Tigers learned Michael Porter Jr. would likely miss the rest of the season with spinal disc surgery. It's a 5th straight start for Kevin Puryear with some help around the perimeter. He drains a 3-pointer, and Mizzou shot around 52% outside the arc today. Pretty good compared to other games. Another player who helps that cause is Jordan Barnett. This is his first 3-pointer of the day. He led the team with 19 points and 9 rebounds. A big offensive day from him, but St. John's makes a strong push near the end of the half. Jamari Pons helps the Red Storm cut the deficit to 6. Pons had 18 first-half points. In the next half, St. John's puts up even more of a scare in Mizzou, taking the lead. Up by 8 at one point, Bashir Ahmed makes this 3-pointer. The Red Storm would hold an 8-point lead. It's their highest that they had on the day. Mizzou and St. John's went back and forth, tied with under 6 minutes left. But Jordan Geis finds Barnett open for another 3-pointer, and from there on out, the Tigers would hold their lead for good. Mizzou defeats St. John's 90-82. The Tigers take on West Virginia in the championship on Sunday. The Mizzou women's basketball team also involved in the tournament tonight, just on the other side of the country. They opened up the Cal Classic with a 73-50 victory against Coppin State. Sophie Cunningham and Sierra Porter both had double-digit points in the win. The Tigers take on UC Berkeley tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mizzou wrestling travels east to take on the Virginia Hokies and the Virginia Cavaliers starting tomorrow. The team is off to a 4-0 start, and one familiar franchise face is making a difference to that undefeated start. It was only 9 months ago that Jaden Cox played a senior day match at the Hearn Center. And after graduating last May, the Columbia native has found a new way to give back to the program.
I get to learn from people that I've been around, that I knew how they worked in one way, and now I get to learn it in a different way how they work.
As a volunteer assistant coach, Cox helps with a little bit of everything from player support to advanced statistics.
I was, doing stats and trying to figure out everything from, how many takedowns they get, when they get away, escapes and everything like that, and we can use that to our advantage as well.
The coaching transition has been a relatively easy one for the 3-time national champion, who also took a bronze in the 2016 Summer Olympics.
As a competitor, it still hasn't really changed for me because I still compete. I mean, the style's different, but as far as what these guys go through and what the chip on the shoulder, I still want to go through that with them.
His experience has translated well with a familiar coaching staff.
He's a caring person and cares for his program and his teammates, and so for him it just comes natural that I'm helping my friends.
And a team returning more than 20 players.
It's a blessing he's still here, helping us out, still doing great things for the program.
Even without its second winningest wrestler of all time on the mats, the expectations may be higher than ever for the program.
I think that's more of a blessing that, the wrestlers and everything, people that I've worked with already, I know what they're capable of. They're very intelligent. It gives me another level of respect and admiration from them.
Jaden Cox is the only 3-time national champion in Mizzou wrestling history. His 136 wins are the second most for the wrestling program. And that's sports.